What's up?
What's up, everyone?
Welcome to another comfortable edition.
Yes, we are comfy.
Winos In Onesies.
I'm Allison.
I'm Blake.
And we have two of us.
And we bring to you the lovely wino glass.
Why not?
Hashtag why not?
Cheers.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Cheers, love. Absolutely. What's filling our cups tonight?
Yes.
So we have a delicious Chateau Ste Michelle, a Merlot.
Nice.
And this wine is actually from Washington.
Washington?
That's right. And we've got Washington
Wine
Month.
Oh no, I feel like we should have, like, every state should have, or maybe that actually wouldn't work.
There could just be, you know, multiple per month. Yeah.
Okay, I accept this.
Yeah, every state needs their glory day.
We should work towards that,
That's it, on the to-do list. So this wine is super delicious, from Washington. An interesting thing about this winery, too, is that it was founded in 1912, but they have two state-of-the-art wineries kind of for their whites and for their reds. So, you know, they've got dual excellence going on here.
Okay, here's what I want to know about that, though.
Yes.
So, are other wineries only state-of-the-art for either a red or a white? Because that would be kind of funny. That means that they'd be slightly off-kilter there.
Right, or not state-of-the-art.
I don't know. Okay,
don't know, but it sounds delicious and it tastes delicious.
It does taste delicious.
We like it.
And I decided that I would do our WinoMusic Pairing.
Switching it up this week.
Let's switch it up a little.
Allison, what you got for us?
And in honor of Washington Wine Month, I thought that we should choose an artiste that was a Washington resident at one time. He is currently in the Vineyard in the Sky, so
the
Great
in the Sky.
But it is Jimi Hendrix, and it is Purple Haze.
I love it!
Right?
I love it!
And not only because we love the purple, thank you, magical Funsy.
Yes,
Funsy.
yes. Getting our wizard on here.
But we also appreciate the purple in our glass.
Our
own
love,
purple haze.
Our own purple haze. Our purple love runs deep.
Our purple love does run deep.
It does indeed. Now,
Yes.
we have a little Ask the Winos segment for you guys. The questions have been rolling in, as you know. So,
we love those questions.
Yeah, so let's get to the first one. Our first question comes from @GrapeChasers.
Yes.
And they ask, are onesies only for women or are they for guys too? And is wine a requirement to wear them? So first things first, are onesies for women and men also? Of course!
Very equal opportunity.
The onesie is 100% equal opportunity. And is the wine a requirement? Not a requirement, but highly recommended.
Highly, highly recommended. It
Yes.
enhances the whole experience.
The whole experience. That's right.
Right?
So @GrapeChasers, there we have it.
Bam.
Number two.
Our number two question came from @WineTrackerCo, and they said, are there alternatives to oak? Like, are there any cedar or maple barrels? Okay, so in my research, I did not find any usage of the maple barrel. So please, if there is maple barrel usage, let me know, because it sounds certainly delicious.
It does.
Right?
It
sounds
does like all this wine alchemy.
I know.
Changing the flavors and...
So,
Yes.
Cedar. I did find that there are versions of sake that are aged in cedar. Cedar barrel aged sake. Hopefully you count the sake, even though it's the rice wine and not via the grape. But I think it counts because the word wine is in there. There's the use of stainless steel barrels instead of the oak. Now, oak was always the most popular version because it was very, very watertight, but yet still porous. But they're kind of veering to the stainless steel because it's durable. It lasts a really long time. You know, with the oak barrels, they have to replace them
Ever so often, I'm sure.
They have to, like, rotate them out because,
know.
you know, it's wood. It just kind of,
That's
like...
right.
And what they're doing now is with the stainless steel barrels, they're adding oak chips to the wine.
Which makes sense to add that flavor back in there.
Right. at Wine Tracker Co. Let me know. Did
Let us know.
Did I answer that question? Do you
Do you
have
accept?
another? Do you accept
the answer?
Yeah. Our last question actually came from a comment on our YouTube page, which we also like, so do that some. And that came from Miss Danelle Vaughn. She asked a pretty lengthy question. It was more of like an essay with a question embedded, which we support.
We love it. But you'll have to check on our YouTube page for the full description.
But the synopsis really is she has 2 sizable dogs and is running into some issues not only with people not wanting to accept her animals into their facilities,
unfortunately,
but also, you know, there's a substantial fee if they do accept dogs.
Pet deposit,
it's like,
if you will.
It's a ginormous one. And so what did we think about that? Do we think it's fair? So
yes, and right off the bat, Allison and I are huge animal lovers and huge animal rights activists, so obviously we are going to be on the side of letting your animals be wherever. It's unfortunate that, you know, there's the whole pet deposit thing that has to go on anyways, and unfortunately a lot of people also don't allow specific breeds, which is... So we say, let all be welcome in the animal land.
Which doesn't really help you, Danelle, but yes.
I know, but we gotta say we feel your struggle, we're with you, and Allison, you actually had a few great tips, yes, of how to kind of find the right neighborhood for you if you have animals.
So I was thinking, Danelle, a good thing to do would maybe be to venture into the area that you kind of maybe are interested in living and walk the area with your dogs, because chances are you'll run into some other dog owners and they may in fact like strike up a conversation. You know, dog owners like to talk to each other. Strike up a conversation, see if they live nearby, see if they live in perhaps an apartment building or townhouse.
A pet-friendly apartment building.
Yeah, because they
get
might.
you in that way, yeah.
That would be a good way to kind of discover some pet-friendly environment.
I like it. Those were excellent questions. Thank you so much. Keep them coming our way. And I think to round things out, we've got some shout-outs.
Oh, yes.
For everyone.
Let's shout out to, well, let's say thanks. Thanks and
huge thanks.
Shout-outs to @Grape Chasers on Twitter, @Wine Tracker Co. on Twitter, Miss Danelle Vaughn via YouTube and on Instagram. And a special shout out to @James the Wine Guy on Twitter, because he's a recent subscriber. So, you know, maybe we'll shout out to you next.
That's right. So keep the questions coming. #AskTheWinos. Follow us on Twitter @Winos In Onesies, and be sure to comment and subscribe to the YouTube page.
Yeah, please, please subscribe. It won't hurt you. We may cheers to you or something. And also a special thank you to Funzy Onesie for our magical wizard onesies. I am feeling very magical, so thank you for that.
Yes.
And, you know, we'll see you next week.
See you next week
for some more. Cheers.